Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to the JayBari Show. Welcome to the JayBari Show. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to the JayBari Show. Welcome to the JayBari Show. Hey man, what is going on here? It's saying chat disabled for the live stream. What is going on? All right, there we go. There we go. Yo, Garuda, what is good, man? What is good? Yo, what is up, everybody, man? It's your boy JayBari here with the JayBari Show. You know, when I have a scheduled time on my show, that's not when the time of the show is going to start. I think I had here for like 7:30. I'm like, you know what? I'm home. I got home a little early. You know what I mean? Let's just fire this bad boy up because honestly, what I want to do is do this show, then take me like a nice little nap because I kid you not, guys. December is like one of those months that is like very, very busy for your boy, man. This is crunch season, and when I get home, man, it's just like, yo, I just want to go to sleep sometimes, or I just want to chill and watch a movie. You know what I mean? We go out to Macy's and we go out to all these stores and all that stuff to buy all these nice, like comforters. You know what I mean? All these nice sheets that's comfortable. When you lay up in that bad boy, you be like, ooh, I ain't trying to get up out of here. You know what I mean? That's the good thing about the Switch. I might be on the Switch tonight, man. Playing some more Blade Chronicles because I'm gonna be in my bed laying down. Might go in this handheld mode. God, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Jay Barry on that egg. Nah, man, not even, man, not even. Tomorrow, most likely tomorrow is gonna be lit. You know what I mean? But today I'm just tired, man. Yo, Ian, what's good, man? You know, like I said, like for those that don't know, like for what I do for a living, I'm a senior accountant for a very major hospital, right? And this is like every month for accountants we have something called like month closing, like the closing period for the month. We just call it closing day or whatever, right? But in December, that's closing for the year. So you know what I mean? For somebody that allocates stuff for a whole bunch of different like insurance companies, like I'm in charge of like these insurance companies. I'm allocating the money for these insurance companies. So I'm looking at numbers all day. I'm in meetings all day. The good thing though, they do be hooking people up with some free stuff. Like today they bought us like Chinese food. You know what I mean? Today I didn't even eat it. I didn't even have the time to eat it. I just brought it home. You know what I mean? But that's trust me. I'm tired in December. I'm tired, man. You know what I mean? Like I haven't even like sat down and played like a video game how I really wanted to play a video game. There's times where I would get home and I'll be playing like 3 hours within the night. You know what I mean? I haven't even done that for the longest. Not even this whole month. I believe I haven't done that. Oh, Ian, your wife is accounting. That's what's up, man. Yo, Jack, what is good, yo? Oh shit, what's good? Never thought you was doing it till now. Yeah, man, it's the Jay Barry Show, man. We on episode 12. I'm going to be talking about basically in this episode, I'm going to be giving you guys my top 10 games. I said top 10 games, but I think I'm going to 15. We got to push it to 15 because I'm a very optimistic guy when it comes to gaming, and I do appreciate a lot of things that devs do. You know what I mean? I'm that type of dude where I would, ignore, the social aspects of these consoles just so I can fully embrace a game. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If you get me into a party chat or we sitting down having like a real gaming discussion and you want to talk about a story in the game, hit your boy Jay Barry up because I'm that dude. You know what I mean? Where I'll break down the story because I'm fully you have my full attention when I'm playing the game. So there's have been a lot of great games for me this year, and I'm gonna do top 15. I'm not doing top 10. I'm doing top 15. You understand me? Yo, my man Goku, what is good? Yo, I wonder if Cuphead reached top four. You know what? I don't have no specific order. I notice I notice when you do like specific orders, people get upset. which your opinions and stuff like that. But when I was creating this list, I was like, you know what, I'm not putting no specific order. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna list the games off. It might be like in chronological order as far as when the game came out, but it's not in no specific order. You know what I mean? Yo, Tronology, what's good, man? What is good? Some games were disappointing. I mean, yeah, they had some disappointing games, but I think overall this year was a very, very positive year for this generation. You know what I mean? If you look at all the years, the 4 years that we had in this generation, um, you can easily say this was the best year. You know what I mean? Every year going to have disappointments in games, but look at last year. Last year for me was a great year as well. You know what I mean? 2015 was a okay year. 2014 was a pretty good year for me as well because one of my favorite games this generation was out that year. 2013 that was just launched, but 2017, man, yo, I kid you not, there's still I feel sometimes I feel so bad because I'm playing a game, you know what I mean? And then another game will come out, and I start that game real quick. I'm like, yo, hold on, I can't even. I want to play this game, but I gotta beat this other game first. You know what I mean? Before I get to that game, and then it adds on with another game and another game. You know what I mean? So I feel bad now that it's a lot of the games that I'm not even like completing that I wanted to complete. Well, this weekend I'm gonna definitely have my me time this weekend outside of probably Sunday night. You know what I mean? But this weekend I'm definitely gonna be like on some. I'm just gonna be gaming all from morning to night. You know what I mean? Let me get this cat in here. Hurry up. Okay, every time I do a live stream, you want to do your shit. You want to start your shit. And she look at me scared. Come here, man. Come here. Come here. Every time I start a live stream, you wanna crawl on the door and act up. Why is that? Why is that? I'm talking to Snowflake, by the way, guys. Snowflake is my brother's cat. My brother is officially home from the army. He came home this past weekend. So once he get back situated and everything, Snowflake will be gone. But moving along. 2017 has been a wonderful year. So I'm going to be talking about my top 15 games. I know in the description I have 10. I just haven't edited it yet. I haven't changed it. Uh, and I'm going to be talking about 2018 games in general, like games that I'm personally excited for, and then just general other gaming talk, and probably do like a New Year's resolution or something like that. You know what I mean? For the gaming aspect of JayBari. And then we probably end it right there, man. But moving along. Let's talk about this top 15 games. We're gonna get right into it. Not going to delay. Oh, matter of fact, you already know I am a marketer at heart. I like to promote the shit that I'm doing. So before we even move along to the top 15, you guys, you already know what it is. You got to check out the online arcade. Now, I don't know what it is, but I definitely try my hardest to promote the online arcade as much as I can, you know, and I feel like I just want to keep everybody informed. You know what I mean? I want to be as transparent as possible to everybody. So when the day and time comes for these tournaments to start, nobody's shocked, like, oh, what I got to do or what should I do here? You know what I mean? You guys should already know the rigmarole and already know what's the deal when it comes to these tournaments. But right now, I just want to let everybody know the upcoming stuff that's coming up. So the next tournament that we're going to be doing is the Soul Stone tournament. We've been doing these small Marvel vs. Capcom tournaments for these Infinity Stones. The winner gets an Infinity Stone, which they can use in the Clash of the Stone premiere tournament. That's going to be back in like April or something like that. You know what I mean? April 2018. So you know what I mean? Just so we keep Marvel, gameplay moving and flourishing. we have these other smaller tournaments. And if you come out, you get a nice little incentive. If you do win, you get to use Infinity Stone within the premier tournament. That's going to be a huge advantage for those people that actually do come out to participate if they win, right? And also, we announced that now instead of just having one Infinity Stone that one person can win, we're going to make it. We're going to bump it up to two. So now, you know, each participant can win up to two Infinity Stones. There's going to be 6 Infinity Stone tournaments, and one person like BG won one, and Tega, he won another one. So if BG decided to participate in the Soul Stone tournament and he wins, now he has the Power Stone and Soul Stone that goes for Tega as well. You know what I mean? So, and that's the limit. 2. That's the limit right there. We don't want you being OP as crazy in a premier tournament. You know what I mean? But I think it's gonna be dope, man. It's gonna be dope. So yeah, the Soul Stone is gonna be the first tournament that we're gonna do in 2018. Right now, currently, I'm doing like test streams. I know yesterday I was doing a whole bunch of testing, and people was messaging me like, "Hey, want to do a match?" I'm doing a test, guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing some testing. When I'm going to do a match, you guys will know. Okay, you know what I mean? I've done many open lobbies. We have done many tournaments, and all these people that's messaging me, they don't show up for none of them shits. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, I'm just playing, or randomly testing the stream to get everything fixed. I'm getting all these messages, and then people gonna be like, "Oh, JayBari be ducking." You know what I mean? These people never show up to none of the shit that when we doing it live. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Soul Stone tournament is gonna be on January 6th. Next tournament we're gonna have after that is, I think, Street Fighter. No, this is a Time Stone tournament. So just like the Soul Stone, we're gonna have the Time Stone tournament. I forgot what a Time Stone does. Let me read it right here. Basically the Time Stone. Okay. Enables them stop. Okay. So they can't use they surge or they storm for that match. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty. That's gonna be pretty huge because the Infinity Stones is a huge, mechanic within Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. You know what I mean? Don't do it. Don't do it, Cat. You're not going out there. You just cried your way in here. Now you want to cry your way out there. And then if I let you out, you're going to cry yourself back in here. No, you're not getting up. You know what I mean? And so yeah, so that's the Time Stone tournament. That's going to be taking place on January 13th. So that's the week before the big fighters is going to be coming, like a Street Fighter come out the 16th and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So that gives everybody a few little chances to try win another stone right here. We only have 3 people that signed up currently right here, but I'm pretty sure when the time gets closer, we get a few more people to sign up for that as well. Then after that, I'm just going to do January tournaments. I'm not going to do all of these tournaments, get everybody bored in here. But then after that, it is going to be Street Fighter, and that's going to using the arcade edition. Everybody that has the game, you're going to have arcade edition. So it's not going to be like some people's going to be, oh, I'm on a vanilla Street Fighter. No, everybody's going to be on arcade. It's a free update that everybody's going to get. And Sakura's going to be out, so she's going to be available to use if anybody want to use her during the tournament. You know what I mean? And this is another one that we're doing a light version of Street Fighter where the prize is actually the option to select who you want to fight in the second round. So you get a bye in the first round, and the second round you get to choose actually who you want to fight. So how it's going to work is like usually on the day of the tournament, I will start the tournament like probably like a half an hour before to give everybody that notification that, hey, the tournament is going to start it. But with this one, I won't start the tournament until the second round has begun, so I can switch positions with that person, and they let me know who they want to fight in that second round. You know what I mean? So let's keep a heads up for all that stuff right there, because we're going to be letting you guys know through the Discord, on Twitter, and through the stream. So just keep notice. And I think the last one that we're doing in January is going to be another Marvel vs. Capcom tournament. Yes, that is the next day. So the next day, the Sunday, we're going to do the Mind Stone tournament. for Marvel versus Capcom. Same thing applies with the Time Stone and the Soul Stone. Same type of tournament. You guys sign up, you win, you earn you get a stone, and then you can use that stone within the Clash of the Stones tournament. But yeah, like if you guys want to sign up for any of these tournaments, all you have to do is go to toa.challenge.com and boom, you're going to see a list just like this. You're going to see a list just like this, and you're going to be like, oh, hold up. Let me see the dates. No, this is not going to show you dates. They're going to show the creation dates. So you're going to be like, oh, the Soul Stone is next. The Soul Stone is next. Where's the Soul Stone? Oh, here you go. Soul Stone. Boom. Let me click on that. Right? And it's going to take you right there to the Soul Stone. Boom. Tournament. You're going to have like a register thing right here in this area. I'm already registered, as you see. So this area right here is going to be like register. Boom, you click that. You're going to sign in, and just know 2 days prior of this tournament. So January 4th, as you can see right there, if you scroll up, guys, January 4th, it even shows the time when you can check in. Boom, you check in. Also, if you guys sign up for any of the tournaments that we do, you should already know that you got to click in this area right here, discussions, and put PSN. Ari, baby. That's my PSN. You know what I mean? If you guys are participating, I don't care if you have done every single um online arcade tournament. Put your PSN in there. Get into the habit of putting your PSN in there, because now there's going to be some penalizations. You will get penalized for not doing it. Just let you know. Heads up. But all right, let's get right into it. Let me see the chat. Let's see what's going on here. Let's get right into it. Yo, Persona, what's good, man? Yo, Chuck, what's good? Oh, Chuck is not even a mod. What's going on here? Chuck, what's good, man? What is good? Just want to let everybody know, man. Just want to let everybody know the deal of what's going on when it comes to these tournaments, man. How you doing, Jay? Are you still doing a podcast with multiple YouTubers? Yeah, I still do that podcast, but it's like it's not like a weekly or even a monthly thing. It's just like when there's like a major thing going on in gaming, I'll probably get everybody to ask around if you guys want to do not Mind for Gamer, that's Persona's podcast. If you guys want to do Gamers That Play Games podcast, hit me up, DM me, whatever, and then we get it going. You know what I mean? But yes, still do that. Yo, what's up, Jay? Yo, he hit me with a Martin. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? But disinfecting anime, yes, I still do it. And yo, J Dog, what is good, man? But yo, let's get right into it. Top 15 games. Yes, 15. Yes, I've played a lot of games out here this year. Even though I haven't completed some of the games that I was like really hyped to play, most of the games that I was hyped to play, I've completed. So it's very hard for me just to do like a top 10. You know what I mean? Because I felt like some of these games that wouldn't make it in the 10 should be in the 10 as well. You know what I mean? That's just how I am. That's just how I am, people. I apologize. All right, I apologize. But let's get it on and popping. Yeah, that's definitely DM me. Plus on block, yes. Plus on block every Tuesday. Well, not right now. They're on a little vacation because it's holiday season. But plus on block every Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. I'm a man Upchuck Gaming's channel that you see right there in the chat. So make sure you subscribe. When you see the little moderator buttons, those are the people that I fucks with. You know what I mean? So definitely go and subscribe to those channels out there. But all right, so 2017, like I said, amazing year, and I'm gonna give you guys my top 15. I'm gonna say top 5. You know what? Top 5 plus 10 games of the year. Not games of the year, but top games. Anyways, let's get into it. And like I said, this is not in like any specific order. I'm just listing off the games and we're going to talk about it. You know what I mean? Just listing the games off and we're going to talk about it. So the first game I have up here is Tales of Berseria. Now, Tales of Berseria is probably my favorite RPG this year. As far as this like story wise, I think this game is very deep. I think this game has some very likable characters. The combat system is good. It's not like it's amazing, you know what I mean? But it's good. It will definitely hold you over to complete the game. And I just think like this game is a must play game. Like, yo, I kid you not, this character named Velvet Crow, you guys will fall in love with this character because like she's like that kind of like that anti-hero kind of character. Like, yo, she got a huge heart. You know what I mean? She's a loving person, but she can't really show that because of the turmoil and troubles that she's been through. She got to act a certain way and proceed and give this persona that she's this type of person. You know what I mean? To everybody else. So everybody else think like she's this evil, you know, conniving, the most worst character you can ever conceive of. You know what I mean? That's what she gives off to everybody. But deep down, when you're playing the game, you're actually controlling this character. You like, yo, this character got so much layers. I understand the reason why she's acting this way. Understand the sacrifices that she's doing. It's just an amazing freaking game, yo. Tales of Berseria, man. Yo, if I was to do a top five, that is definitely in my top five. Moving along. I told you you're not getting out, Cat. You're not getting out. You're not getting out because I know what you want to do. Every time you see me come in here and I sit down and I turn this computer on, right? Every time I do it, I close the door, right? I close this door, you know what I mean? And I will close my room door, right? Then she come at this door and she start crying, right? I let her in, close the door. Because I know if I don't close the door, she's just gonna be running back and forth and she's gonna try and get into my bedroom door so she can jump all over the bed and do all of what she's doing. You know what I mean? And I'm like, nah, man, you're not gonna put no fur on any of my stuff. So I know what this cat is trying to do. Anyways, moving along. Second game. You already know my personal game of the year. I feel like this is the best game to come out in 2017. Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, a lot of people, I've heard a lot of podcasts, and this is no shot at anybody, you know what I mean? This is just my personal, opinion. I feel like when people say Horizon has an okay story or, the story was all right, I think he wasn't even playing the game properly. I think he wasn't even paying attention to what's going on. This story is deep as hell. You know what I'm saying? This story, like, is a very deep story. Like, yo, you can interpret, it's a deep game when you can like have a different interpretation than what somebody else has uh when they play the game. You know what I mean? There's so many different like little myths that you can create just from like reading little text or just going through the game where you can create your own little analysis, like, yo, maybe this happened with this part. You know what I mean? Because yes, the story can be a little bit linear at points, but there's still like that kind of mystery that's still revolving around that area. You know what I mean? With the game. And if you haven't played Horizon Zero Dawn yet, yo, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. You know what I mean? You're just insane. You know what I mean? I feel like you're insane. You're crazy if you haven't played that game already. You know what I mean? In some type of fashion. If you haven't played that game, I think you're insane. You know what I mean? Please respect gaming and go ahead and play that game. You know what I mean? Horizon, that's what I'm saying. Yo, the story of Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm listening to people. I'm like, they be like, yeah, the story was okay. Like, what? That story was bonkers, my nigga. Like that joint was crazy. You know what I mean? So yo, and I'm not even I even hit the gameplay aspect yet. You know what I mean? Like, you know, there's certain things in as far as like the action gameplay that I didn't like with the melee. I think the melee needs more work. They could have refined it. I think when Horizon Zero Dawn 2 come out or something like that, the melee would definitely be reworked and definitely be approved upon. But when it comes to that bow and arrow work and everything else, oh my God, that game is fun as hell. You know what I mean? Like, yo, there's times where I'm just going around the world just looking for them T-Rex dudes. And I'm like, yeah, let's get it, bro. I got this new bow. You know what I'm saying? I got these arrows. We're gonna see how I'm gonna do here, how I'm gonna fare. And then when you work your way up and get in that weave armor, yo, cheat code activated. You already know what everybody know when they got that little weave armor, the little ultimate armor. You already know your bravery levels in that game just went up 100 times. You know what I mean? Because now before you was going through the game, you was probably setting your little traps up. You know what I mean? You was being very careful. You might throw a little rock over there. So, oh, the monster gonna stupidly go over there and go right into my trap, and we can go to work, right? But now, when you got that little shield weave armor, you was like, yo, pull up. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Even when those little rock monsters, at the end, the little rock ones, I was like, yo, pull up, man. I ain't got to set no traps for you. Let's go. I got this armor, baby. Let's go. You know what I mean? And I think that's one of the best little achievements in the game. That armor is amazing, bro. You know what I mean? Yo, Levon, what is good, man? What is good? But yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn is definitely going to be up there in my top 5, top 10, top 15, top 20, top 30, top 50, top 100 games for 2017. Moving along. Next game I have up on here is Farpoint. Farpoint, that is a PlayStation VR exclusive, and this game can rival other games that's just not VR. Like I'm talking about rival in the sense of not just because I'm saying it can rival because a VR game is looked in a different way. No, this game can rival games like on a story level, on a gameplay level. This game is the best VR experience you will get. I kid you not. Listen, you can get the aim controller and the game probably for like $60, right? If you already have a VR system, you got the VR system, you know what I mean? Whatever. But this game right here changes the way, like Riggs was my favorite game on VR, Riggs and Battle Zones, right? And I was like, yo, VR, amazing. But when I played Farpoint, like, yo, I got like a great story. I got the great gameplay, multiplayer aspect in the game. You know what I'm saying? The multiplayer aspect is good. The challenge, it's a challenging game as well. There's some difficult parts in that game. You know what I mean? And then, what solidified Farpoint is like one of my favorite games. Not just the story aspect, but when I got to that sniper rifle and I was actually sniping in VR, I was just like, yo, bruh. I was just like, yo, bruh. I was like, yo, bro, this is crazy. Like, yo, I'm looking through the scope and I'm sniping these aliens because these aliens they bobbing and weaving. Because when you get later in the game, these guys get smarter. You know what I mean? It's not just bugs you're fighting now. You're fighting like some humanoid type aliens, and these guys are bobbing and weaving. They finding cover, and you aiming with that joint, like, bam, headshot. That joint is so satisfying, man. I'm telling you, your Farpoint is amazing. And then they have future. They had like post content that was free, so they added like a PvP mode in the game. They added like more like story elements in the game with the crypto, I think the Cairo pack or something like that. The game got content for days, man. You're not just the story is going to be like probably like 8 to 9 hours. It's not a long story, you know what I mean? And I feel that's pretty good in the VR game, because you don't want to be in there that long, you know what I mean? I don't know how people are going to play, Skyrim in that long. You gonna feel like some Sword Art Online stuff. You know what I mean? Playing the game that long, but you do have the challenges. You got the co-op missions that you can do, and the PvP stuff is there now. Like the game is amazing, man. Farpoint, trust me, that game is amazing. Moving along, this game didn't come out in 2017, but I ended up beating it in 2017 in January, and that was The Last Guardian. A lot of people is going to look at me like, "Oh my God, JayBari, you like the game, The Bird Dog?" These people haven't played the game. You know what I mean? And this game was probably one of the most satisfying games I played this year, because that game it got you thinking. You know what I mean? Like the game puzzles was well crafted. The AI for that the Trico dog, well made. The emotional impact that game caused, during the ending or the times that you build, I felt like I was building a relationship with this dog. I'm not even a character. I'm just the dude that's playing the game, and I was building a relationship with this dog. By the time I got to the end, By the time you get to the end sequence of that game, yo, you had this emotional connection with this dog, and whatever that was happening with him, you felt this pain. You was like, yo, man, what is going on? The Last Guardian, as much as everybody want to hate on that game and everything, that was probably one of my most successful streams I ever did, where as far as like how much people showed up, I had like about 70 something people in one of the live streams when I was streaming it. I did like 2 or 3 sessions of that game, and I think the last one I had like 70 something people, and like, like towards the end, like there was like 50 something people in there, and they was all like, yo, this is emotional as hell. You know what I mean? Like the comments that was going on in that stream, and I was like, yo, people was digging it. You know what I mean? They bashed some people was bashing. It was like, yo, this game is kind of dope. You know what I mean? These are people that was bashing the joint, or these are people was that, it was finicky about the game and all. It was like, this joint is dope. I don't know if they bought it now, whatever. You know what I mean? The only thing about the Last Guardian is that, yo, I played mad hours in that game, and when I completed it, I was like 7% of the trophies, because I missed like everything. You know what I mean? Like all the trophies and stuff, I missed like a lot of it. You know what I mean? So the next time I probably play that game, I'll probably sit down with like a trophy guide now. I'm like, all right, let me see what I missed in here, because I was just trying to enjoy that game. That game is amazing. That game is amazing. I'm looking at a cat. That's why I paused. Anyways, next game. Next game, you guys shouldn't be surprised about this, because one of the JayBari shows, I spoke about this game for about 2 hours. Okay, I played the music for you guys for like 2 hours, and that game, I know it didn't come out officially in 2017, but it came out officially in 2017 for the PS4 and Vita, and that is Undertale. Okay, Undertale. Undertale is Undertale is in my top 3 games this year. To be honest with you, Undertale is an amazing game. If you like RPGs, if you like bullet hell games, I don't know how the hell you're not playing Undertale. The game is not even that long. It's an RPG that's not even that long. You know what I mean? This game is amazing, story wise, character wise. You know what I mean? The whole mystery that it leaves for you to like, try to analyze things and critically think like, yo, is this what's going on? And there's mad clues in the game as well. Yo, I played this game like 3 times. I did 3 playthroughs of this game. 3 playthroughs of this game. The third playthrough, I didn't even want to do the third playthrough, because I got so emotionally attached to the characters after my first playthrough. Because my first playthrough, I did like, matter of fact, the second playthrough. The second playthrough, I did the all pacifist run. The first one, I got like the okay ending, so I wasn't like a pacifist. I wasn't like a killer or nothing like that. I just did I was just a regular ending, and then I did the all pacifist run where I wasn't killing. And that's when I really fell in love with this game, where I got this emotional attachment with these characters, yo. And I was just like, yo, this game is freaking amazing. Like I didn't even want to do that third run where you just killing everybody. I was like, yo, I don't want to do the genocide run. I didn't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, this game is freaking amazing, man. Yo, this game has one of the best battle mechanics in an RPG that came out this generation, right? Because it's typical RPGs. You got your attack, you want to defend, you want to use your magic, you want to use your items and things like that, right? This game is a little different. The way how you defend, they give you like a bullet hell kind of sequence that you got to do. So the attacks from the enemies, you got to like dodge it or whatever, or do it, whatever the mechanics. Because there's certain things like you can go through blues, or what I mean, you got to dodge whites, or you can't move when there's a yellow, things like that that's going on. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. And the stuff with some of these boss fights is ridiculous, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I was like, yo, this is crazy. They just throwing everything at you. You got to dodge it. You got to stop moving. You got to move. You know what I mean? It was just ridiculous, yo. Undertale. And that's just not even, I'm not even hitting the story aspect yet. Undertale is just an amazing game. By far, Undertale to me has like one of the best music this generation. That game got looked over, like, you know what I mean? Because people's like, oh, it came out on PC before PS4. I don't give a fuck about the PC. It came out on PS4. That junk should have been there. One of the best soundtracks this year. Guarantee. That game is hot, man. Hot. Yo, big shout out to my man Toby. What's his name? Like Toby Wolf or Toby something. I forgot his name. But yo, Undertale, man. I can't say anything else. Undertale, great game. I guarantee you go play that game. Like, yo, really, really sit down and play the game. You know what I mean? Some people they just play the game and you know what I mean, they're not playing the game. You know what I mean? They're not trying to understand the story. They just want to go through it and complete the game and say, hey, I beat it. You know what I mean? Nah. Sit down really and try to understand the characters in that game. Try to understand the world, the underworld in that game. Yo, the game is amazing. Game's amazing, man. All right, so I said Tales of Berseria, I said Horizon Zero Dawn, I said Farpoint, I said Last Guardian, I said Undertale. Next game I have here is Near Automata. Near Automata. And my reasons for liking Near Automata so much is not the same reasons why everybody like Near Automata. I personally think that Near Automata story is not that great, right? I think that Near Automata, like it has a good story in it, but it requires you to play the game multiple times to get that full aspect of the story. You know what I mean? I feel like if you want to be like a great story, you gotta come up with ways to tell that story in one sitting. You know what I mean? And then if somebody want to decide to play it again, they would do it again. But I'm not even knocking it because I did enjoy playing it all 5 times, within the game where I got enough money and I bought the rest of the trophies, the other miscellaneous trophies in the game. You know what I mean? But the reasons why I like Near Automata is specifically for the gameplay and the gameplay structure. That game changes up so much with the gameplay. It went from this like shooter type airplane type games, like kind of like a bullet hell type game, to a side scrolling type game, to an action game, what I mean, to a true RPG game. Yo, it had so many different gameplay structures in there. I was like, yo, and it's not like they did it in a bad way. It was not in a bad way at all. It felt so organic to go through that. That beginning sequence of Near is like is amazing. You know what I mean? You're doing your ship, then you turn into like the robot where now you're doing like this other gameplay where you're dodging, you get these other views, and then you go into the actual where now you're actually controlling 2B, like yo, it just went from this way to this way to this way to this way to this way. It is amazing. And then when you get to play the other characters like 9S, is it 9S? Yeah, I think it's 9S. His gameplay is much different than 2B. You know what I mean? Where he relies on hacking, and then the hacking has a different gameplay structure. You know what I mean? Like yo, it was just a crazy game that just flowed well together. And I think the boss fights was pretty good. The music as well was amazing. But that's the reason why I really like Near Automata. I know a lot of people say the story, I'm like, yo, that's crazy. You know what I mean? But the gameplay was amazing. The character herself, 2B, I felt like she was an okay character. I think people really liked her because she just had sex appeal and all that stuff. But the true character that I love was A2. That was a character that I loved. I thought that was a much more, you know, fleshed out character where you see some type of like, you know, you see some type of characteristics with it. Like so you see more of her. Like she brings out more emotions. She has like a set agenda. You know what I mean? Where you can just be more relatable with that character. I just feel like people like 2B more because you was playing as 2B, the most. You know what I mean? But I definitely think A2 was definitely the better character. A2 for sure. But yeah, Near Automata is definitely up there in the top, 10 or top 15 list 2017. All right, so the next game I have here is Uncharted The Lost Legacy. Uncharted The Lost Legacy was amazing. Okay, I don't think nobody can deny this game was not amazing. The game was fire. The game was hot. You're playing as Chloe. You've seen a different whole dynamic. You've seen a whole different kind of Chloe. You see, you understand who Chloe was as a character, but you never really understood who Chloe was a character because you wasn't really playing as Chloe. You know what I mean? Okay, something to the cat disagree. She just being loud because she want to get out of the room, and I'm not letting her out of the room. Matter of fact, let me just lock my room door. 1 second. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, man. So, all right, no. So now, yeah, I'll change it. I'll change it after the podcast, man. I ain't got no time to change it right now. But Uncharted Lost Legacy, amazing game, man. Like Naughty Dog, they just know how to cultivate a character for you to like them. You know what I mean? If Naughty Dog wants you to like a character, they're gonna make you like a character. If Naughty Dog wants you to hate a character, they're gonna make you hate the character. You know what I mean? The way how they just depict these characters, the way how they put them in these certain situations, they just like the best in the business with it, man. And you know what I mean? It sounds very cliche when you're talking about like Uncharted or a Naughty Dog game, but it's true. You know what I mean? It's true. Like it's just they just good at what they do. Like one of my favorite parts of Uncharted Lost Legacy was Chapter 4. You know what I mean? Where it opened up and was like a long ass sequence where you was doing whole. Yo, I love that stuff because me personally, I like to look at every nook and cranny in the game because yo, I really like when I buy a game, especially now that I'm older and I'm buying my own games and all that stuff. I feel like it's a personal investment that I'm doing. So I'm not gonna try to rush the game, or I'm not trying to like look over things. I'm gonna try to play the best game at the best of my ability. I'm gonna look in these areas. I'm looking all over this. I'm like, yo, you put me in this big ass sandbox. I'm gonna be looking all day. You know what I mean? So I was on chapter 4 for the longest. And then another chapter that I really loved was it 6? No, it was the one when they finally got into the cave and was like it was after they was got to the elephant area. Not that specific elephant area, but a little bit after that area. I just felt like the dynamic between Chloe and Nadine like really grew around then. And then when what happened with Chloe when the truth actually came out as far as how she got the job and all that stuff with Nadine, you know what I mean? Yo, that really broke down Nadine. Nadine was really pissed. She was like, yo, the fuck you gonna do that? You know what I mean? And then you got to go into the area to try to get Nadine back, and that difficult ass scene with that truck. Oh my god! When you play that game, playing that game on crushing that last end, that last chapter 2 was amazing. Sequence to sequence to sequence, amazing. It was difficult as hell on crushing. You know what I mean? It took me a lot of tries to beat that joint on crushing, especially that scene with that little truck when it was raining. Oh my god, man. You couldn't be seen. If you were seen in that truck pop you one time, you're dead. You know what I mean? But yo, the game. What else I can say, man? Naughty Dog, they definitely did a thing. With this, man, making it a standalone DLC type game, and they really hit it out of the park. They really did. You know what I mean? Like there's times where I was like, damn, I really want to go back into this game and finish up and get all these other stuff, but there was just a lot of good games that came out this year. So I was like, you know what? I beat it on crushing. I got these stuff. I'll come back to this when I come back to it. You know what I mean? But I definitely enjoyed Lost Legacy a lot. And it came out at a time for me personally that there was a lot of games that was ready to go on my PlayStation. You know what I'm, you know what I'm saying? Nadine really grew on me in Lost Legacy. Like in Uncharted 4, I was like, yo, forget this chick, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like it is what it is. Like she wasn't really likable, she wasn't really hateable. She was just like, she was just part of the story. But in Lost Legacy, like I really like Nadine. I wish sometimes that you can play her. You know what I mean? Like she became like a really cool character for me. And I really liked her a lot. You know what I mean? But let's get right into it. So what was that? We said Horizon, we said Undertale, we said Tales, we said Farpoint, we said Last Guardian, we said Near, we said Uncharted. So that's 7. Let's get into number nine, which is Hellblade. Oh my god! If you guys didn't play Hellblade, I don't know what the hell is wrong with you. Something is definitely wrong with you. Hellblade is an amazing game. I played that game 3 times completely, like fully. You know what I mean? And yes, there was times where I was playing the game where I was like, okay, I need to collect all these little rune stones. But I was like, you know what? I could have easily stopped the game once I got that final rune stone. But no, I had to play that game over again because I really wanted to fully understand what was going on in this game. You know what I mean? If you guys haven't checked it out, we did like a spoiler cast on Persona's channel. You know what I mean? Go head over to that channel and check out that spoiler cast, and we broke it down. And I'm saying, and that's the reason why you can tell this is a great game, because even though we had a spoiler cast, like yo, people had like different interpretations of certain things. That's how you know you have a great story sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't work like that, but when you can develop like a conversation, you know what I mean, that can, go on after you beat the game. That's when you know you have like a gem on your hand. You know what I mean? Because even to this day, I'm pretty sure like if somebody beat Hellblade today and they want to talk about it, you know what I mean? The conversation can still keep going. But outside of that, I think Senua was a cool character. Um, I think the tech and the execution of that game is where it definitely strived, because playing that game on the headphones, amazing. You know what I mean? Like, yo, that game really plays with your head. You know what I mean? Like, if you think VR like really, immerse you in the world, that game right there immerse you in a world like yo, you got to take your headphones off real quick. Like, yo, am I really hearing stuff? Like, what the hell is going on here? You know what I'm saying? That game really, really immerses you, man. And see, what I told you guys, what I told you, this cat she's gonna leave. That's why I said she's not coming out. 1 second. You're not gonna leave this time. You're not gonna leave this time. This time you're locked in. You're locked in. This time you're locked in. I got you. Anyways, moving along. What I was saying. Hellblade, yeah. Hellblade. I like the combat in Hellblade. It wasn't like the most complex combat system, but it felt really good. When you shoulder rushing somebody, when you kicking somebody off of the bridge, what I mean, when you actually hitting the enemies, like yo, you really feel that visceral feel of you hitting the enemy. You know what I mean? It was really good. Um, and when you start chaining certain things, like yeah, you can press square all day, square, 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 square. But when you start chaining and mixing around your stuff, it became really good. You know what I mean? Especially when they throwing like, all them enemies after you. That bridge scene, that bridge area, woo, woo. And then they play with your mind with the whole if you die enough, you're gonna lose your save. I don't know if that was really official or anything like that, but people was talking about that all day, you know what I mean? But yo, Hellblade definitely a great game. $30 for the game too. You can't go wrong with it, man. Like I really enjoyed all the playthroughs that I did. There's some scenes in there that was like crazy. That dark ass scene, I mean, when you walking through the house and you gotta avoid those enemies. Yo, that scene right there was just ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like it was a great game, man. Hellblade definitely up there, top 15 for the year, top 5 plus 10 for the year. Next game, we're gonna move it along. And you know what? I'm gonna bring up this game. I haven't. This is the only game on here that I haven't completed yet. But I have to mention this game. Yo, Enko, what's good? I have to mention this game, guys, because this game, it I'm like Kate Smooth right now. It captured my heart. You know, you know what I'm saying? Cuphead. Cuphead. Like, yo, I was always very hyped for Cuphead. Very, very hyped for Cuphead. I was very vocal on Twitter about the game. You know what I mean? I've hit up the devs about the game. Like when it's coming out, the devs hit me back. It's like, yo, when we announce it through our window, we're working hard. You know what I mean? And when, what I mean, I always said like, yo, I'm not gonna get an Xbox One to play Cuphead after I just got rid of, all these these Xboxes. But when I get this PC, I'm going to have Cuphead on deck. You know what I mean? Because that's how much I'm ready for the game. That's how much I was so hyped for the game. I see everybody playing the game and all that stuff. There's times where I'm watching people stream, then I have to stop watching their stream because I didn't want to fully like spoil everything for me. You know what I mean? Like I watch a lot of people on the first island and all that stuff, but the second and the third, that's when I stopped watching people. But playing through Cuphead, man, is just an amazing feeling, man. Beating these bosses, looking at this game and the animations. Like there's times where I'll beat a boss and I was like, you know what? Let me go back now and actually just like pay attention to these animations. I'm like, yo, this game is fucking amazing. Like on some real shit, this game is hot. You know what I mean? Like, yo, whatever they did to get that stuff done, yo, kudos to them, man. Cuphead is amazing. Right now, I am on island number 3. I'm about to fight this B boss. You know what I mean? But yo, I'm cruising through Cuphead, man. I'm definitely liking Cuphead a lot. I think it's an amazing game. I think it's a game that everybody should buy. It's just a great game. You know what I mean? I definitely am 100% with backing up, developers like those guys. Like those guys, Ninja Theory. The smaller games that give you a great experience. Definitely 100% down with backing them. You know what I mean? Yeah, more PS4 gamers stream to beat Cup. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Cause I'm looking at the Xbox list. I'm looking at my Xbox friends list, and a lot of people dropped that game. A lot of people dropped that game. Only 6% of the people beat Cuphead. I think it was like 6.6% of people beat Cuphead on Xbox One. So a lot of people didn't beat it. A lot of people didn't even get to the third island, to be honest with you. From what I'm looking, I'm not a basher. I'm not a basher. Did you have a hard time with a certain boy? I had a hard time with the little clown, the balloon clown. I had a hard time with him. Uh and it was just due to mostly my impatience. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I get really impatient because I really want to just try to beat this boss real quick. I'm like, okay, I got to this area. Now what you gonna throw at me? You know what I mean? Because you're gonna be surprised at what they throw at you. But that clown boss, he got really annoying, especially that second sequence. I definitely hated it. The third sequence I definitely hated too, with the when he come out on the horse and he bring out the horseshoes and stuff like that. I was always jumping and I get hit by the golden horseshoes because those come out quicker and all that stuff. And I was just like, oh man. The dragon, it was difficult, but I don't think the dragon was that difficult. You know what I mean? Like I definitely had a hard time with the dragon, just figuring out what that dragon was gonna do next. You know what I mean? Like I felt like the second sequence for the dragon was the hardest sequence. That sequence was killing me a lot when he's on the floor and he got his mouth open and little fireballs is coming out, and then there's another little fireball that would jump out. At first, I wasn't like listening to the audio cues of when that other fire flame is gonna jump out. You know what I mean? I wasn't listening to that. So when I was fighting that boss, I was like, you know what? Let me turn up the volume. So I turn up the volume. There's a set moment where I paused a little bit and I was turning the volume because I was like, yo, I gotta really pay attention because I don't know what is the cue for me to jump. And then I start figuring out like, okay, when he's like blowing like fire or when he's about to blow out like smoke, I think that's when the dudes are gonna come out and they're gonna start jumping. You know what I mean? So I think little things you just gotta figure out. That third sequence is just I was just like, I'm on one life now, and I got hit by it because I hit a fireball and the fireball exploded into like 4 different parts, and that part hit me. You know what I mean? Because the last sequence was not hard with the dragon. He spits out the fireballs and then he blows like the fire in like the mid section. You know what I mean? I don't think it was that hard, but uh Cuphead is a great game, man. I just can't say that enough. That is an amazing game. Cuphead, go play. Waiting for the Mac version. Facts, man. Facts. Uh okay, next game we have here is Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age. If you guys have been paying attention to my channel, you already know my story when it comes to Final Fantasy 12 and the reason why I didn't beat that game yet. Long story. But we're not going to tell our whole story. It's just basically a situation happened where I was at a certain point in the game, and I had a friend that was in my dorm room, and he decided to take out my game and put in the Martin DVD, where I lost all my progression because I wasn't back then. You had to get to save points. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? There was an auto save and all that stuff back then on PS2, like how we have it now on the PS4. You know what I mean? If I go to a next area in the game, it's gonna auto save. PS2, it wasn't doing that. You got to get to a certain point and you got to press that save button. You know what I mean? So before I went to class, I was like, all right, guys, I'm about to leave. I'm about to go to this class. When I come back, I'm about to get back on this Final Fantasy because I when I came back from class, I could have played Final Fantasy a little bit because my teammate from college, he was actually in a room every time I played Final Fantasy, he was in a room because he had a strategy guide, and he was reading me little certain tips and all that stuff when it came to the game. So he already was just chilling in the room because after we was gonna play a little bit, we was gonna go to basketball practice like around 6 and change. You know what I mean? And when I came back, I saw Martin being played, and I was like, I thought nothing of it because I also had a DVD player underneath the PS2, and I was like, anybody that wants to play or watch a movie, just plug out the PS2 and plug in the DVD player, and play from there. But not this kid. This kid named Jay Jerk, we call him Jay Jerk. This guy, he basically did the opposite of that, and I was just like, yo, man, I'm not gonna do all them hours again. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, I was hurt, man. I was hurt. And then in college when you leave to go back home, I somehow end up losing the memory card. And I was just like, yo, I'm not gonna restart this game all over again. So when the PS4 version came out, I was really hyped for it. And finally completed the game, man. And it's still an amazing experience, man. That game is an amazing Final Fantasy game. I like the fact that they give you the option. If you want to do the auto attacks, you can. If you want to do it your regular traditional way, you can. The Gambit system was way ahead of its time back then. You know what I mean? Even when I'm playing the game now, and I'm just like, yo, there's things I didn't even understand back then when I was playing. I was like, yo, this is so deep with the Gambit system. So much stuff you can craft and do with a Gambit system, man. But Final Fantasy 12, great characters. I don't think it has the best protagonists. I think the side characters, the sub characters, like the Baltiers, the Fawns, you know what I mean, the Bosch, the Ash, those characters are way better than Vaughn himself and Penelope. You know what I mean? I felt like the protagonist. One thing I like about like RPGs, I like a very strong protagonist. This protagonist had that feel where Vaughn was just like he was a third wheel. He wasn't like a main focal point to the story. He didn't have like a really huge impact. You know what I mean? It was a sub character that did. So that was my only issue with it. But other than that, the battle system was great. The leveling up was great. The grade was great. The story progression was great. With it's a real deep story. You know what I mean? Like that real mature. Somebody trying to take power. You trying to get your power back so you can preserve your kingdom and all that stuff. Great game. You know what I mean? Yo, Silver Sky, what's good, man? Great game. So yeah, Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age, definitely on there. Definitely on there. All right, so next game we have here is Marvel versus Capcom Infinite. Marvel versus Capcom Infinite, you guys should already know that is basically like my favorite fighting game this year. A lot of fighting games came out this year, like Tekken and Justice. Matter of fact, my favorite fighting game this year is Guilty Gear Rev 2, but that's not like a full release. That's just like an update. You know what I'm saying? That's just like an update. So Marvel vs. Capcom, that game is just fun as hell, man. Like, yo, to this day, when I'm playing that game, I'm still learning shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's times on Twitter I'm watching, like, oh, I can do that. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, I be forgetting to switch out so I can actually extend this. You know what I mean? There's still stuff that I'm learning in that game, man. There's still stuff that I see in that game. I was like, wow, I'm really amazed by it. You know what I mean? I'm watching Goku, we watching like BG, we watching Tega, play the game in the tournaments, and I'm still like mesmerized by stuff that they do within the game. You know what I mean? Like there isn't like certain characters, they have like a set meta. But even if a character have like a set meta, you can still go and be creative to do things outside of that. If you just switch one person to team, you know what I mean, your whole gameplay is going to switch up. You know what I mean? Or if you change, if you get a, if you was using Space Stone, but you know what, you want to incorporate the Soul Stone now, like Chuck, me and Chuck we using Reality Stone. Now Chuck is using the Soul Stone, and his gameplay has changed drastically with the Soul Stone. Like now he have a Soul Stone setup where he just super. You know what I mean? It's just so much you can implement with your teams in that game. You know what I mean? And look, like I know Sigma and his Winter Soldier is a much different gameplay than his Sigma and his Jetta, or Sigma and Thanos. You know what I mean? So it's just a whole bunch of diversity within the game. A lot of people bash the game because of the character roster. You know what I mean? Which they really didn't care about anyway. They bash the game because of the graphics. Yeah, I understand those gripes, but when you look at the game, the mechanics, the game is just amazing. It's a fun ass game to play. You know what I mean? Like the game is an ever learning game. Like Tekken, that's one thing I love Tekken for. Tekken is an ever learning game. Like people have been playing Tekken for years since the '90s, and to this day, you can still learn something new in Tekken. This is the seventh Tekken game, and you can be like, oh damn, something new. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel that Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, that's how it's gonna be with Marvel vs. Capcom. It's gonna be an ever learning game with it. Because there's so much diversity within it. So yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom definitely up there on my list. Next game we're gonna have is Gundam Versus. Gundam Versus is a game that like currently I'm not really playing as much, but the times that I was playing, I already put like about probably like 50 some hours in that game. The times that I was playing that game is amazing. The only reason why I stopped playing Gundam Versus is because like I don't really have like a set team, like a set person to play with to do like the challenges, and sometimes like you can't, like, you can go in there randomly and play that game. You might find somebody that will fit you. You know what I mean? But when you have like a set person, you know how they play, the gunman that they use. It's just a completely different ballpark. You know what I mean? The synergy is there. You know what I mean? When you play that game, and there's certain things like you're doing like where you got to beat like 50 waves or 100 waves. You know, you can do it with a computer, but it's just much more fun to do with a friend. So that's the only reason why I really put the game down. Now that I have this PC and know that Elgato's working, you're probably gonna see much more of that game because now not everything is blocked. Things are not blocked. You know what I mean? Yo, EJ, what's good, man? Yo, Flip, what is good? You know what I mean? Things are not blocked, so I can definitely showcase that game much more. Probably get some, copyright strikes, but hey, it is what it is. I'll probably stream it on Steam. I'm not Steam, on Twitch or something like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, Gundam Versus. If you guys, and plus, I'm a huge Gundam fan. Like, I love Gundam, the anime. I love Gundam, like the toys. You know what I mean? I always felt like, yo, I should be collecting Gundams and building them and all that stuff. I always really wanted to get into that, but I always like held the trigger. I'm like, you know what? Let me not do it. You know what I mean? But that is something that I definitely uh want to get into because I love Gundams. I love the certain models, and then they bring in Shining Gundam. They bring in the boy Shining Gundam in the building 2018. They actually putting him in the game before the Cydia. I think before the Cydia comes, you're gonna have Shining Gundam. So it's gonna be lit because anybody knows that was a Gundam that I was waiting for. I already got my Wing Gundam, and I know a lot of people get upset with me when I use Wing Gundam because Wing Gundam, he has like 500 like life points, but I barely die. You know what I mean, when I'm using Wing Gundam because I just love that Gundam. I know how to maneuver with that Gundam. You know what I mean? But if you die that one time, you know what I mean, people gonna be like, yo, Barry, man, come on. I'm like, yo, man, I died one time with Wing Gundam and you died like 3 times. You know what I'm saying? Yo, dogs are better than cats. That is fact. Fact. I am a definitely I believe in my wholeheartedness that I am like a dog whisperer. You know what I mean? Like I used to read my man Caesar Milan books. I used to read his books. I used to watch the show every day. We had a Siberian Husky. I think she had like 30 something percent or 40 something percent of wolf in her. Then after Crystal, we had like we had a pit bull. We had a pit bull, and I love dogs, man. Like people used to call me over and all that stuff. Yo, my dog is acting up. Yo, can you help me? Can you do that? I used to go over there like I'm Caesar Milan. You know what I mean? I'm like I go over there with an accent too. I'm like, hey, listen, you got to be the pack leader. You know, I'm joking. You know what I mean? But yo, I love dogs. Yo, I love dogs. I like cats too, but dogs just have that genuine feeling that yo, they love you. You know what I mean? You come home, they're excited to see you. A cat, you come home, cat be like, yeah, what up, my dude? You know what I mean? Yeah, man, the Siberian, all white Siberian Husky. She had blue eyes, but when she get excited, her eyes turn red. Right. So there's times where I'll be Yo, I live in the Bronx, right? And there's times where I used to be walking through like the projects, like a certain projects that I live close by. And yo, I see people that's the hoodest dudes that's crossing the street. I'm like, why are these people cross the street? Then I see Crystal, and I mean Crystal's excited. She, when she's outside, she excited, you know what I mean? She just loves being outside. Yo, her eyes is red. You know what I mean? So you see this excited ass dog with red eyes. Yo, people's like crossing the street. You know what I'm saying? People crossing the street. They're like, yo, bro, all right, what kind of dog is that? Yo, shout out to my man Marvin, man. God, you know, that's my dude right there. Marvin knows, man, how much I love that dog. You know what I mean? God bless the dead right there, my man Marvin. But yo, I miss that. I miss that dog, man. Crystal, man. Crystal, man. Stop getting her high. You can't be lazy and get a husky. Husky, that takes a lot of energy and a lot of time because when they're young, you got to discipline a husky because huskies are very independent dogs. So there's times where when they're younger and they're more like in the young stages, the puppy kind of stages, you know, they will mess your house up if you leave the house all by themselves and they're not having something to do. They will mess the house up. You know what I mean? Your garbage will be all over the floor. Your pillows and your couch will be all over the floor. You know what I'm saying? That's the huskies are. So you got to like really, really train them. And when they outside, it's just natural for a husky to run. You know what I mean? So there's times where they'll just run, and you're pulling the leash because it's so tight. But nah, you gotta really train them, and you know what I mean. When there's a time for you to run, there's a time for you to run. Well, I had Crystal on a lot, man. There's times where I didn't even have to put the leash on Crystal. I'm like, I snap my finger, Crystal will come. Same thing with my pit bull. My pit bull was Brody. Name was Brody. You know what I mean? X-Men are still the best characters in Marvel. No, I mean I like the X-Men character. My favorite X-Men characters like in Marvel games was always like Gambit. And you put Wolverine in because Wolverine was just that versatile character. But outside of that, I didn't really use anybody else. Like probably Magneto. But I didn't always think they were the best characters. My favorite Marvel versus Capcom character is actually the Capcom characters. You know what I mean? Definitely the Capcom. Marvel characters are not Iron Man. The best are not Iron Man, Thor, Hulk. Well, that's the beauty of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Like that lineup that you said right there. Uh oh, I don't know if you're just talking about Marvel in general or you talking about the fighting games. Y'all can have that debate. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know what y'all talking about. I thought you was talking about like the fighting game. Moon Knight. Yo, Moon Knight is a great character. I used to read Moon Knight comics, but they gave up on Moon Knight, man. They cut that, man. They say, nope, we done with Moon Knight. Moon Knight is a very tricky character. Like, he can be weird or he can be cool. You know what I mean? Because what is Moon Knight? Moon Knight, he prays like this, the moon presence or something like that. Like the moon presence God grants him like little powers, but he didn't really have any powers. He's just like he was kind of like the Batman. You know what I mean? But he was just like this mysterious character. But he was kind of crazy though. It's kind of crazy. But Moon Knight was cool until they axed him. Uh, but yeah, I would definitely love to see like Moon Knight and like Daredevil in those kind of games too, man. Definitely. But moving along. So I said Gundam versus. Next game I have here is you already know the next game that I'm gonna say here. Knack 2, baby. Let's go. Yo, Knack 2 was my personal favorite platformer. and I played a lot of platformers this year. But Knack 2 story, boom, it was good. Gameplay was great. Knack 2 was an evolved game from Knack 1, and that's all I asked for. There's certain things in Knack 2 that I didn't like, how they place like these set crystals that you get the powers, like how Knack 1 had it, is where as you progress through the game, you get like certain like knack powers, and then from there, when you build up like your sunstone meter, you can use that power, right? Knack 2 kind of changed it where they have these set areas, these set preset areas where it has this crystal, and if you break the crystal, all of a sudden you can use this power for a set amount of time. I personally didn't like that part. I felt like they should have kept it like how Knack 1 had it, but overall, Knack 2 is just a better game than Knack 1. Um, Doom is the best villain. Doom Doom is the best villain in Marvel. Doom, Thanos, Magneto, Apocalypse. Yeah, see, y'all gonna let me get into a Marvel talk. I already told you guys, man. I already told you, like, listen, I've had debates in Marvel, 8 hours, 8 hour long debates with Marvel. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm not trying to do it today, guys. I'm not trying to do it today. But Doom, yes, definitely. My man Doom is a monster. You know what I mean? Doom has done more stuff to people, as Doom has taken people's powers. Doom basically became like a god. He became like a celestial being. He took mad people's stuff. Doom Doom is a monster, man. But yeah, Knack 2. I love Knack. When people say like, yo, people thought I was trolling when I said that I like Knack 2 more than I like Mario Odyssey. You know what I mean? People was like, yo, what the fuck? You trolling? We can't take this guy serious about gaming. He says he like Knack 2 better. But you know what I'm saying? Yo, play Knack 2 and then talk to me. Play Knack 2, then play Mario Odyssey, then talk to me. Yeah, Knack 2 wasn't received greatly with the media, but I'm not talking about media. I'm talking about you as a gamer. Play it, then talk to me. Then we're gonna have that conversation. You know what I mean? Moving along. The next game I have here, this is number 14, is Hidden Agenda. Hidden Agenda. I love a good story. I love mystery, guys. Story, mystery, love that stuff. Hidden Agenda. You don't even need a controller to play this game. This is a game by Supermassive where you use your cell phone and you try to solve these clues with the evidence that they present to you in the game, and you're trying to solve this murder mystery. And it's just an amazing game. I streamed it I had about good 7 streams of that game, showing the game off in different amount of playthroughs. And I'm still not done with the game. I still have more playthroughs to do in the game. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt like that is just a well thought of game, even as using your cell phone. You know what I mean? It's just a well made game. I think everybody should play Hidden Agenda. If you do stream and you're on YouTube, stream the game. It's mad fun, yo. People's gonna get engaged. People's gonna see what's going on. People's gonna try to guess the clues, and people's gonna try to guess this stuff. You know what I mean? It's just a fun ass game, man. You choose your path and how you want to play it, and go from there. Hidden Agenda. Go play it. Go play it. And last but not least, I know this game is not going to be on anybody's top 10 or top 5 or top 15 list. And this game kind of came on here like a honorable mention type game. But I was like, you know what? I'm at 15. Might as well just make it a 15. And I definitely didn't play as much as everybody, that they played. Big shout out to my man Jack Move, Hard Day. They definitely was playing this game a lot. But Friday the 13th, I felt like this game had a huge impact. The game came out, it was buggy as hell, it was messy, but playing this game with your friends is amazing. Yo, Iceman is an Omega level mutant. Y'all got to put some respect on my man Iceman name. Like, I mean, he is kind of, he is a gay guy, but when it comes to power and ability, he's a Omega level mutant. Very fair mutant. But Friday the 13th, man. I think this game set the YouTube community on fire, where a lot of people was coming to people's streams and watching it. It was a fun moment. Yo, some of the funniest moments I had this year, multiplayer wise, came through Friday the 13th, where I was just cracking up just due to the bad animations, or due to things that people were doing in the game. It was just a great experience, man. And I can't deny it and not like put it up there in the list. You know what I mean? Definitely a great game. There's probably games that I played and beat that I probably am missing. I'm not even looking at my PS4. I'm not looking at my trophy. I was just thinking about this from off the cuff, and I was like, "Yeah, let me put these games on here." But these are my top 15 games for 2017. I'm about to say 2015 for 2017, man. Uh, Hopefully, when the video gets processed, or you guys can let me know your top 5 games or top 10 games for 2017, man, and let's have a conversation. But anyways, I actually kind of prefer Dead by Daylight. Oh, I didn't play Dead by Daylight. I definitely got to try that. I think that was the other one that had like Michael Myers and like Freddy and all that. Yeah, I definitely got to try that. I definitely got to try that. But moving along, let's talk about 2018, man, because 2018 January alone is just looking sick. It's just looking sick. You know what I mean? Like people don't understand when I say this. Like, yo, I'm very hyped for a lot of things in 2018. We got Lost Spirit coming out. We got the remake to Secret of Mana coming out. That's an old school RPG. That was probably one of my first RPG games I played, like action RPG games I played. And back then, you know what I mean, we was just playing just to play it. You know what I mean? It wasn't paying attention to nothing. I was just like, yo, I was playing it. You know what I mean? And that game is a pretty dope game. You know what I mean? From what I've seen from the remake, it looked like they are definitely improving a lot of things, especially on the visual standpoint, for this day and age. Uh you got Final Fantasy Dissidia NT. I'm very excited for that game as well. You know what I mean? Like you can't tell me I'm a Final Fantasy like fanboy fanatic, right? And you can't just have all the Final Fantasy heroes and villains in a game, and I'm not gonna buy that. You know what I mean? That's like the other Dissidia game, Dissidia on PSP. We was rocking that game hard body, yo. God bless the dead, man. My man Marvin. Big shout to my man Marvin. Yo, we used to go ham in Dissidia. Ham. You understand me? We used to go crazy. We had characters level 99 up in that joint. You know what I mean? Like, yo, we used to go crazy. There's dudes that try to challenge us in the city. We're like, what's your level, man? Dudes would come up to us like, yo, I'm like level 40 Cloud, level 40, I'm a level 40 Jacked, and all that. So we're like, get out of here, man. You're not even on our level. Why would I fight you? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's how hardcore it was with the city, man. And just playing the beta with the Cydia NT. Definitely have some of my gripes when it comes to the online aspect of the Cydia, but I feel like it's still going to be a very strong game for the Final Fantasy fans out there. You know what I mean? This is going to be like your fan service right here. You know what I mean? Like if you love Final Fantasy and you love these characters and stuff like that, there's no question. You should get this game. Did you try GT Sport on VR? No, I haven't tried it on VR yet. I always said I need to go try in VR, but I haven't tried it on VR yet. I haven't even got into VR, GT Sports as much as I wanted to. The most I probably clocked in for GT Sports is probably like 3 hours in the game. You know what I mean? Like I haven't really sat down and got to really play GT Sports yet. You know what I mean? Hopefully that's going to change, man. Because like I said, there's still some games I got to complete before I even get to these other games out here. You should definitely look up the article about the producer after the podcast. Oh yeah, when it comes to these games, I'm up on game, man. You know what I mean? When it comes to these Secret of Mana Lost Story, I definitely read up on those stuff. Yo, Baltimore's what's good, man? Yeah, man, my boy, that's my best friend, man. My best friend, Marvin, he passed away in October. Definitely been, definitely been rough. Not having it here, because that was like that's my dude. You know what I mean? That's my backbone. You know what I mean? That's like That's like my gaming. That's my gaming dude. Like, if one dude that can expose me on YouTube and anything, like, when it comes to like past and all that stuff, definitely that guy right there, my man Marvin, man. But he passed away recently, and you know what I mean. Very sad time. So your boy JayBari, man, definitely. But yeah, 2018 though, man. I'm super excited, man. Like I said, Dissidia, that's gonna come out. Then Dragon Ball Fighters. I think Dragon Ball Fighters is definitely gonna change up. It's gonna shake up. It's gonna shake up the game. You know what I mean? Dragon Ball Fighters is definitely gonna shake up the game out here in 2018. Like I put out videos in 2017 and people got upset with me when I was like, I'm concerned about Dragon Ball Fighters on Xbox. You know what I mean? Like who is talking about this game on Xbox? You know what I mean? When I say that, I'm talking about the dudes that we know on YouTube or on Twitter. Who is really talking about it like that on Xbox? Even when they showing off these character gameplays. I be seeing the PS4 controller. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Bandai Namco be having these streams. They be having the PS4 controller in their hand. You know what I'm saying? They already know what Xbox got the marketing deal. That's the crazy thing about it, yo. That's the crazy thing about it. Like, and people was making fun of me and all. So I'm like, yo, I really have some concerns about this game. It's the lead platform, and nobody that I know within this community is hyped for that game on that platform. You know what I mean? We in Bang Bang, you know what I mean, these Xbox groups, and these dudes don't even talk about it. It's mostly the PS4 dudes that's talking about this game, and this game is going to be lit. And then people going to have the nerve to get upset with me when I say, yo, I have concerns with it on this platform. I'm not a basher, guys. I'm not a basher. I'm just telling you the straight up truth, what it is. I'm not a basher. I'm just telling you the truth. They not they not they are definitely not going to play this game, man. It's definitely going to be. I'm definitely going to be upset on Xbox, man. Definitely going to be upset on Xbox, man. Yeah, I remember you having him on. Yeah, man, he was definitely on here. He was on here a few times. He was on the Council podcast. He was hearing some of my streams or some of the streams, like live streams and stuff, games. Uh that was my Bloodborne partner. That was my Neo partner. The only reason why I haven't been playing Neo is because I was playing with Marvin. You know what I mean? Like, we was waiting on each other, like, yo, all right, we beat this boss. I tell Marvin, yo, Marvin, I beat this boss. Then he will beat the boss. Then we play the co-op mission, you know what I mean, to get all the stuff. Then we go on and try to beat the other boss, you know what I mean? I like, yo, Marvin, we beat this boss, you know what I mean? So that's the only reason why I actually put down Neo, because I was really having mad fun with Neo. And when he passed, that's when I really stopped playing Neo. Yo, Berserk, what's good, man? Yeah, Marvin, he's in Bang Bang as well. Mr. Biggs, he was in Bang Bang. It won't ever break 1 million. It won't ever break 500K on Xbox. I know how these guys think, man. Yo, I put certain bait out there, right? I put certain bait out there. I put certain questions just to see how people will think. You know what I mean? A lot of people think when I just do these posts and when I just say these things, I'm just saying it out of randomness or stupidity and all that stuff. No, every time if I make a post or anything like that, yo, there's always like a plan behind it. I'm always trying to fish for a certain reaction or something behind it. I want to gauge how people really feel and say things about it. So there's times where I post about, Dragon Ball Fighters, and these dudes have no interest in that game on that Xbox. None. None. None at all. And it's sad, man. But here over here at the PlayStation Nation, yeah, we are very excited for this game, and the tournaments will come. Matter of fact, we are having a tournament for Dragon Ball Fighters called Budokai. February 3rd, it will be the light version tournament. And the prize is gonna be the Dragon Ball. So you get to have a wish during the Dragon Ball World Tour tournament. That's the premier tournament. So you get two options for the wish. You can revive yourself, or you can pick the characters, for your opponent. So going into a match, if you want to choose that wish of picking the opponent's team, you can pick probably the worst team that your opponent probably gonna hate. You know what I mean? Or if you're gonna die, you can wish Shenron to revive you to reset the actual match. So Dragon Ball Fighters, we're gonna have 2 tournaments in the beginning of the year. Hopefully you guys come through because I think that tournament is gonna be lit as far as us like on a viewer aspect. Watching that is gonna be fire. Gonna be fire. Uh Monster Hunter World, another game that I pre-ordered from. I'm not even a Monster Hunter guy like that, right? I had my doubts about Monster Hunter, but the more I kept seeing about the game, I was like, let me pre-order this. Then I played the demo. The beta match. Matter of fact, that solidified me. Like, this is a game that I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna play. I'm not gonna play like hardcore, but there's gonna be time for time. If I want to get on there, I'm playing. Do a little hunt, keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm looking at this game. I'm not going to this game like hardcore because Dissidia, Dragon Ball Fighters is going to be out there. Lost Spear is going to be out there. Those games I'm much more excited to play than Monster Hunter Worlds. But I'm definitely excited to play Monster Hunter Worlds. Also, a VR game that I think if you guys like Until Dawn, you should definitely look into this game. It's called The Impatient. It's basically the prequel to Until Dawn. So you're in that asylum. And Until Dawn, you got to like around, I think it was like chapter 5 or 6, something like that. And where my man, the main dude, I forgot his name. Michael. He was walking around in that little asylum. That's where you're gonna be playing that in The Patient. And if you watch the Death Diaries and The Patient, where the cutscenes, how they play out the cutscenes, you're actually like playing the cutscenes. You know what I mean? Where you're speaking. So if they ask you a question like, "Hey, so how are you doing today?" You can answer, "Yeah, I'm doing horrible." And the game is going to register keywords and it's going to assess those words and create the cutscene. It's just amazing, man. I can't wait for it. Impatient. Definitely look out for that game. Also, there's another VR game called Moss. I'm really liking that game. I think that come out in February. We got Shadow of the Colossus, classic PS2 game. I can't wait to dive back into that. I heard everybody saying that game looks phenomenal on PS4. So I can't wait to get back into that, play that. Team Bravo, Ni no Kuni 2. Ni no Kuni 2 is another game I'm really excited for. Love Ni no Kuni 1. Bandai had been killing it this generation, man. I swear. And then we can already name the huge ones like the Spider-Man, God of War, Days Gone, Detroit. You know what I mean? We can always name those, but I think we put those games in the public light a lot. But the other games I definitely want to put out there. Oh, Yakuza 6 is going to be coming out, a new Yakuza experience. That's another game that I gotta. Well, Yakuza Kiwami, I'm not really worried about. I beat that already on PS2. But Zero's a new game. Zero's just a prequel to 1. So I definitely gotta complete Zero before I get to 6. But yeah, there's many games out here, man, for PS4, man, 2018, man. You know what I mean? Yo, my man Zobi in the building. Yo, keep it real. PS4 is dead. What does Sony have to do to slow down Switch? The Switch is already slowing down, Zobi. You already know, man. Yo, 2018, you got Bayonetta. Bayonetta and Kirby. You know what I mean? They already came out and said that the Shin Megami Tensei game that is in early development. They already told you guys, please be patient, please. You know what I mean? They give you the forewarning. Be patient, guys. Be humble. Sit down. You know what I mean? So I think when it comes to games, I think that Nintendo is definitely going to be dependent on the third party aspect in 2018. You know what I mean? 2017, you had a lot of first party games coming out, which is great. But 2018, I see a lot of the third party games, the ports and all that stuff. They're gonna be really dependent on. But I'm not saying they're gonna have a horrible year. That's no way. They're having a horrible year. But I don't think they're gonna compete on a game level as far as offering with PS4. Monster Hunter World. I'm not sure. Yo, go play Monster Hunter World, man. That game is pretty dope, man. That game is pretty dope. Yo, Mr. Righteous Fish, what is good, man? Yo, DBZ Monster Hunter releases the same. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. The same day. The same day, bro. They are crazy out here, man. Yo, this is how they have it. They got the Cydia NT the week before. Then it's Monster Hunter and um Dragon Ball Fighters come out. And I'm saying like, yo, Who gonna have all the time to play that, man? Yo, cause I'm pretty sure when Dragon Ball Fighters come out, a lot of people's gonna try to learn their teams. They're gonna try to learn certain characters. They're gonna go hard in the game. You know what I mean? So you put that game down for a second to play like Dissidia or Monster Hunter. You know what I mean? Yo, people already leveling up. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be salty as hell. So it's gonna be rough, man. It's gonna be rough. Yo, Dissidia gonna flop. It might flop, man. I don't think Dissidia. No, I don't think the city gonna flop. I don't think the city. I think Final Fantasy has a huge back end. That game is going. In our bubble, in our circle, we're going to be looking at things like, oh, it might not surpass Monster. Monster Hunter is definitely a huge game. Dragon Ball Fighters, I think Dragon Ball the franchise is a huge game. But I even told Chuck this. I just don't think that game it's going to sell great, but it's not going to sell as great as people are going to think. You know what I mean? It's going to take the time for that game to really trickle to its sales. You know what I mean? Once the FG feed, like the tournament scene, and people catch on with that, they're gonna be like, oh, maybe I should be getting Dragon Ball Fights because Arc System works. A lot of people don't really buy their games like that. They just don't. People don't buy their games like that, man. Nah, DBZ Fighters is not a PS exclusive. It's not. But you gotta look at the city. The city is a game that has all your favorite Final Fantasy characters, your heroes, your villains in there. You can fight them. The only thing that's gonna weaken the city, I feel, and I stated this on like day one, is the fact that they don't have 1v1. You know what I mean? You come in, you're forcing this 3v3 shit where even if you fighting somebody online, it's two computer the computer is controlling the two other characters, so both players. You know what I mean? So I don't know how the computer is going to behave in that gameplay where it's going to affect me from getting my bravery points or it's going to affect me from getting my summon core and things like that. I don't know. You know what I mean? The computer might play better for the other guy. You know, you trusting in the computer. That's why they just should have. I understand the 3v3 mode. If people want to do that, do that. But you gotta have a 1v1. You gotta have a 1v1. You have to. Yo, Edgar is not in it, man. Edgar not in it. They put Barks in there. They don't put Edgar in there. they got the main dudes in there. Edgar probably gonna be like DLC, man. Edgar not yo. You know what? You know what game Edgar was in though that people didn't buy? Goku. He was in World of Final Fantasy. He was in. He wasn't a playable character, but he was in there. People ain't buy that game, which I'm pissed. I might buy that game again on Steam, man. I might buy that game again on Steam, man. Just cause. Loving that game. But yeah, man, I think the city is gonna do well, man. The city is gonna do well. The first the city on PSP that did really good. The second one didn't really have the spunk like the first one, but this one's gonna have like, Noctis right now is a popular character as much as people didn't like. I personally don't like Noctis as a character, but I feel like as a character he fits for a fighting game. You know what I mean? So a lot of people might not agree with me with that. A lot of people do like Noctis, and I feel like that's going to be a huge sell. Lightning in the game is going to be a huge sell. Cloud, Sephiroth, those are going to be huge sells for people, man. Oh yeah, Street Fighter 8. Oh my god, yo. So it's Street Fighter AE, Dissidia. Then it's gonna be Monster Hunter Worlds, then Dragon Ball Fight. Yo, it is crazy in January 2018, and this is the first month of the year. Yo, Dre, what's good, man? Yeah, that's my OG right there, young OG. That's what we call Dre, man, the young OG. That dude, Dre, like 12 years old, but he acts like an OG. You know what I'm saying? Nah, Dre, what's good, Dre? You know what I mean? So, and then February we're continuing again. But you know what? We got to look at it. PlayStation 4 is leading the charge with all these stuff. PlayStation 4. Uh Xbox got Sea of Thieves in March, right? I think that comes out in March. I don't know when is the next Nintendo exclusive. I think they said that Bayonetta is gonna come out in is it March or February? Like the ports, the 1 and 2. Then 3, I don't know when 3 is gonna come out, but that's the only thing we really know of Nintendo. Like Kirby, I don't know what month that's coming out. So it's gonna get interesting, man. But yo, PlayStation definitely gotta release some of them release dates with the big hitters, man. Like I don't feel you should be announcing your release date within the same year. I don't like that. I don't care what nobody say. You know, everybody be like, oh man, you remember when everybody's like, yo, where's the release dates? Where's the release? Don't give the release dates. Nah, I'm not with that. You know what I mean? I want to know a release date. I don't give a fuck if the game is 2 years away. Give me the damn release date. This game is coming out June 26, 2020. You know, you know, give me the damn release date. If you don't make it, fine. Push it back. You know what I mean? Everybody with that scare shit. You shouldn't announce a release date within unless it's coming out the same year. I'm not with that whole shit. Give me the release date. If the game is gonna come out within the 6 month time period, I need to see a release date. You know what I mean? You can't have God of War saying it's gonna come out early 2018. We're in December and we ain't got no damn release date. But you have it up there on the PS Store for pre-order. You know what I mean? You had this game up for pre-order since June 2017, and the game was going to come out in 2018, right? The game is up for pre-order. Where is the release date? Don't put your game out for pre-order if you don't have a release date. That's my mantra. That's what I say. You know what I mean? But as far as holding off release, I'm not with that shit. Not with that shit. I'm not finding a release date for Bayonetta. I don't know if they said it was a specific release date, but I think they said like a release time or something like that. I think they said like spring or something. That's why I'm saying like March or whatever. But I don't know. I don't know. Uh but moving along. But yeah, I just wanted to go over 2018 games and all that stuff because 2018, like I said, it's gonna be a very packed. It's gonna be a very packed year. You know what I mean? For 2018, it's gonna be ridiculous, man. It's gonna be ridiculous. I'm definitely gonna be on my anti-social stuff for some of these games. Like I said, when Lost Spirit drop, you're not gonna see me. When Nino Kuni 2 drop, you're not gonna see me. I'm gonna be playing. I'm gonna be having a lot of open lobbies for like Dragon Ball Fighters just to keep that game. Everybody in the community playing and all that stuff. But even Street Fighter, I'm definitely gonna get back in Street Fighter too. Because now one of my favorite characters is there, and it's been a long time since I played a Shoto in Street Fighter. Well, Sakura Shoto. Yeah, I mean we can still consider Shoto. You know what I mean? I haven't played a Shoto in that game for a long ass time, and I'm a Shoto type of dude. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see how Sakura is rocking in SF5. But moving along, man. Let's see. 2018. It's gonna be New Year's. New Year's resolutions. Yes, yes. Put out the Iron Man memes. Like, oh my God, resolution time. Resolution. I said resolution. Resolutions. And what do I have to say about 2018 for New Year's? For the new year. I'm gonna say new year, new me. that's the general statement everybody said. New year, new me. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be a new me. Uh you know, for 2 months, then get back to the same shit. Same since Street Fighter Street Fighter 5 season 2 was whack. I was gonna run. I don't think season 2 was whack. I just felt like with Street Fighter is just I just wanted to play more like the anime stuff. You know what I mean? I was just 2017. I was just more in the groove of the anime stuff. I was definitely frustrated at certain things with Street Fighter, especially when it came to the online tip. Other things like you know what I mean? I just feel like rank, they need to get that shit fixed. You know what I mean? They need to get that junk working, man, because it's rough, especially when you're trying to. I can't even explain it, man. I just be getting frustrated with Street Fighter. I be getting frustrated, man, because that game Street Fighter basically became a game where you're just playing in lobbies. You know what I mean? I don't want to just do that. I want a game that has a functional net code where I can play If I want to play casuals all day, I can do that. If I want to play rank all day, I can do that. I felt like I couldn't really do that. You know what I mean? The only viable way to really play online is just play lobbies, and it's against the same people over and over and over. You know what I mean? Not saying that's nothing wrong with that, but sometimes you just want to diverse yourself a little bit. You know what I mean? When I play Marvel vs. Capcom, I don't have that issue. I want to play that's rank, I can just play rank. If I just want to play casual, I can just play casual because the net code is just much better. I just don't have. I can't just stick to lobbies, lobbies all day. But anyways, moving along. New Year's resolution 2018. Uh, when it comes to this channel, when it comes to gaming itself, I'm definitely going to try to create more of like a set schedule to do things. 'Cause I felt like in 2017, I was definitely, definitely really busy just doing things, like try to do things like the online arcade. Definitely try to do another podcast with gamers that play games. Was doing the JayBari Show. You know what I mean? Was appearing on other people's podcasts and stuff like that. And just on a YouTube level, I was getting burnt out because I didn't have like no set schedule. People didn't know what really I'm doing on my channel. You know what I mean? So they're like, oh yeah, on Tuesdays, on this day, yeah, J Bar, he's gonna be doing that. So I can't really invite him to do that. You know what I mean? People just like, oh, I'm gonna fuck what you're doing. Come on, you know what I'm saying? So 2018, I definitely want to set up something more, a little bit more structured when it comes to this channel. I don't know how busy it's gonna get for like my personal stuff when it comes to this channel, like like videos or this podcast, because 2018, I'm definitely looking to push the online arcade heavy, and I still feel like some people don't know the rules for the online arcade. So things like that is going to get pushed heavy. If you guys are annoyed on Twitter, me talking about online arcade and sign up for these tournaments and all that stuff, then you have no idea what's coming in 2018. You know what I'm saying? It's coming. You're gonna see a lot of that shit 2018. You're gonna see a lot of DM. I'm hitting motherfuckers up every day. Oh, you signed up for this tournament? We gotta do. But when it comes to like the check-ins and all that stuff, I'm not gonna babysit people no more when it comes to that stuff. But uh there's gonna be a lot more online arcade stuff. Now that we have like a specific Twitch channel and a YouTube channel, my time on this channel is gonna be, lessened because of that. So that's why I really want to set up like a schedule for my personal channel. Like if I want to get my thoughts out, this is the day where I'm going to upload a video. It's Thursdays has always been the podcast day for me. So, Thursdays I have the podcast. I don't know what day yet I'll have like specific videos coming out. You know what I mean? Instead of it just being all sporadic all over the place. Like, oh, if I want to do a video, do it. I'm not going to have the time to even do that stuff because pushing TOA stuff. You know what I mean? So when it comes to 2018, yeah, I mean it's going to be a little bit more structured here on this channel, and you're going to see a lot of TOA marketing. You know what I mean? Because definitely going to try and push that brand. You know what I mean? Especially over there. Yo, big shout out to everybody that followed us on Twitch. We are now affiliated with Twitch. So now, if you guys want to support the online arcade, we have many ways for you to do that. If you want to do it, it's not mandatory, but if you want to do that, we have the Patreon. If you want to do that, we have through Twitch now where you can subscribe and you can buy the bits and all that stuff. If you want to do that, we have, PayPal. If you guys want to do all that stuff. At the end of the day, 2017, we still got stuff done as far as tournaments with the prize pots and giveaways and all that stuff. Giveaways, we're gonna be honest with you, giveaways is gonna die down a little bit as far as for the viewers, because a lot of the stuff that we're doing is self-funded. You know what I mean? It's just me, Chuck, Persona, and Mr. Official. You know what I mean? That's self-funding a lot of the things. So we're doing tournaments that have like 150 to sometimes 250 or $300. You know what I mean? And then we got to do a whole bunch of giveaways. That's a lot of money. And looking at the premier tournaments, we haven't won almost every single. Starting in February, we haven't won like every single month. You know what I mean? So definitely gotta something going to have to get minimized a little bit. Something is going to get minimized a little bit. You know what I mean? Um, so that's that when it comes to that. So yeah, that's my pretty much 2018 like resolution stuff. You know, the big push with the online arcade and being a little bit more structured. You know what I mean? And just big shout out to everybody that supported my channel, or anybody that I mess with channels in 2017, man, because 2017 was definitely an unstructured year. We had the council podcast, and we a whole bunch of stuff where it was no podcast. People was like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? There was a lot of rearrangements and changes that happened in 2017. But sometimes when you do a live stream, you still see the people that they support you still supporting you. You know what I mean? So I definitely appreciate all you guys, and hopefully in 2018 you guys stay true, stay with us out there, stay with your boy JayBari out here, because it's gonna be a movie. But at the end of the day, we're going to end the show right here. I'm going to be on Press Start Podcast. So, definitely hit up, Kofi's channel. We're going to end the year off right, man. All these podcasts, all these podcasting. But yeah, man, I'll holler at you guys next Thursday, 2018. And remember, if you guys want to sign up for the Soul Stone tournament, just head over to the TOA website and look for the Soul Stone tournament. Sign up. Don't forget, check-in begins 2 days prior before the tournament start date and time. That is a general rule for any TOA tournament that we do. Check in. If you guys definitely want to participate and definitely be there, you gotta check in. All right. But yo, I'm gonna holler at you guys. Catch you guys later. Respect gaming. And it's your boy JayBari. When's the special announcement? You gotta remind me. I don't know what special. I don't know what special announcement, Froze. I don't know. What's the special announcement? I don't know, man. Froze, you put me on the spot right here, man. What's going on? I don't know. But anyways, it's boy JayBari, man. Catch you guys later. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful new year. Enjoy. Be safe out there. Don't drink that much. You know what I mean? If you're not a heavy drinker, just sit back, relax, take a little sip or something, man. I heard there was one that he's holding back. I don't know. I don't know what's a special announcement. I got to think about that. We'll talk about that next Thursday. Next Thursday, Froze. Next Thursday we probably have a special announcement. I don't know. But I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Catch y'all later. Enjoy your New Year's. Hopefully it's a festive one. But just be safe out there in these streets, and be safe out there in these gaming streets specifically. It's dangerous out here. It's more dangerous in the gaming streets than the real streets. You know what I mean? Yo, for Goku, don't be punching no more floors out here, man. But yo, boy JayBari, I'm out of here, man. Deuces.